Hi listeners, Cara here. Welcome to episode number 4 of Cara's Fast Natural English podcast. So, in the previous episode, you found out that I disappeared for a few weeks to Japan back in May. This holiday was basically, we decided with my boyfriend that we wanted to go to the Far East and we were interested in Japan. And at the end of April, I finished my job in a school. And because my plans afterwards were to start teaching online and have my own business, I decided, I can decide when I want to go on holiday nowadays. So why not? Why not in May? So we organised that back in February. And you may be wondering, why we spent 3 weeks abroad. For one thing, the flight is so long, it's so far away. I felt you have to really spend a few weeks there to make the most of it. And there's so much traveling that it seemed a good idea to spend a long time there. It's funny, we met a Japanese, because quite a few Japanese people just came and talked to us, Japanese people who spoke English. They were curious about why we were there. And this man from Fukuoka, so that's the city where they had the big earthquake a few weeks ago, he was talking to us and he asked us, how long are you in Japan? And we told him, 3 weeks. And he was like, what? He was completely shocked because I think in Japan, it's a bit like in the US, you don't get much holiday, whereas in France, the minimum for everybody is 5 weeks of holiday. And for various reasons, my boyfriend has 9 weeks of holiday every year. Half of it is holidays, and half of it is time off in lieu. So he works more hours per week, and then he gets the time back as days off. Anyway, so we had 3 weeks. So maybe you're wondering what we did. Maybe you're shocked, like this Japanese guy from Fukuoka. Our itinerary was basically Tokyo. So we were in Tokyo for like a week. Then we went to Osaka, which is another large city. We went down further southwest to Hiroshima, and then on the way back we went to Kyoto. So in fact, with that itinerary, with everything we did, we probably could have done it in 2 weeks, not 3 weeks. But it was really nice not to rush around. Like, we really had the time to appreciate living in Japan. And because in Osaka and Kyoto we were in Airbnb apartments, it was kind of nice. Like, we felt like we were actually kind of living there, living in neighborhoods, living among people. And it was nice to kind of travel in a slow way. There were like quite a few memorable sites. Like, for example, in Kyoto, normally people go to Kyoto for all the temples and the history. The site that really that we loved in Kyoto was the monkey park. So there's this park where you have to walk up a big hill to get there, and when you get to the top, there are all these like monkeys living. Well, they live there and they're running around because they're monkeys. I guess that's what they do. And you can kind of you can feed them, and you're walking around, and the monkeys are there. It was really cool, and you also get a beautiful view of the city. Another really memorable place is an island called Miyajima. So this is an island that's not far from Hiroshima, and it's just a really beautiful island. You can walk up to the top of the mountain on this island, which we did. Tough walk. It was a hot day, but it was totally worth it when we got up there. We also went. I think one of the best sites in Tokyo that's free is the Metropolitan Government Building. So it doesn't sound exciting, but what's fantastic is you can go up to it's the 50 something floor, 54th or something, I can't remember, and you get the most incredible view over Tokyo. Like, I was just so shocked when I got to the top and I saw the size of this city, because I mean, it is huge and the view from up there is incredible, and it's free. And another thing that kind of, I really remember well and really appreciated was finding, like, so in Japan there are lots of shrines. There are shrines everywhere. Some of them are very famous. And we were just walking around this neighborhood in Tokyo called Yanaka, and we came across this really, really tiny, tiny shrine, like a tiny shrine in between houses, and it was just the most like surprising thing. We didn't expect to find it. It wasn't in the guidebook. So having these 3 weeks meant we could really take our time and visit all these types of places properly, wander around, and yeah, we really really appreciated it. Having all that time, because maybe we'll never go back to Japan. I don't know. It's so far. It's expensive, but we feel like with the 3 weeks that we spent, we really got to know the place as best we could, and appreciate it. So that's a quick look into what we did for the very quick look, because we did do quite a lot of things in each city, but that gives you a quick idea. So in the next episode, I'll give you some tips for traveling in Japan, because it's pretty easy to get around in Japan, and I'll explain how you can do that. Okay, see you next time. Thanks. Bye.